Hi, it's Michael. And just a reminder that these meditations are intended to be done in the stillness and quiet of a space that you feel comfortable in, where you can close your eyes for a few moments and relax. So if you're anywhere that requires you to be mindful and aware of your surroundings, make sure to keep your eyes open, keep alert and aware. Otherwise, let's take a deep breath in and breathe out and let it all settle. And then go ahead and close down your eyes, or you can just stay here with me. So we'll start by finding the most comfortable space that you can, either seated or lying down. And if it feels right and safe to do so, go ahead and close down your eyes, or you can just stay here with me. And with the eyes closed or gently focused, gazing downward, start to bring your attention to the body. Just feeling into what's coming up for you physically today. You don't have to judge it as good or bad or try and fix it, but just start to become aware of how the body is feeling today. If there's any particular aches or pains or spots that are calling out for your attention, just start to note them. And with an awareness of the body, start to become aware of the breath. Noting the inhale through the nose and the exhale. Noting the spaces that the air enters into the body. Feeling the rising and falling of the chest. The expansion of the belly with each inhale. The feeling of openness that the air ushers in for you. Allow for yourself to be connected to the breath and the body. And as you continue to draw awareness to the breath and its connection to the body, allow for the mind to wander for a moment, giving it full permission to go wherever it needs to. For the next few moments, just giving yourself permission to think. And now start to become aware of those thoughts. Just noting them. And then, as if they were clouds in the sky, just watch them pass by. Having an awareness that they're there, but just watching them as they float by, away from view. And as those thoughts fade away, continue to redirect to the body, feeling into the breath entering and exiting, feeling into those spaces of tension or tightness, and just letting everything settle. As you allow for the body to relax, to release, to let go, start to bring your attention and awareness to the heart. connecting to that part of you that holds wisdom and guidance, the part of you where care and compassion lies. There's no one place where we solely experience love. But as a physical representation today, let it be the heart. And in connection with the physical presence of the heart, start to feel the beating within the chest. See if you can feel that pulsing anywhere else in your body. And then allow for yourself to feel into any emotions that might be present today. Just as with the body, not judging them as good or bad or needing to fix them, but just being aware of them. And just as you allowed for those thoughts to fade away, to pass by, allow for your emotions to pass by as well. Whether good or bad, right or wrong, they just are. They're just there, and they will pass. Remove the need to hold on, and just find yourself back in this moment, fully connected to the heart. And from here, I want you to connect to a person who you deeply, deeply love. Bring your attention and awareness to this dear one. And with your mind, begin to imagine them, seeing the features of their face, seeing their body, noting their hands. Begin to remember what it's like to be in their presence. And start to bring to mind an area of life in which they could use your compassion. Maybe something they're struggling with. Maybe something that they need help with. Whether real or imagined, just hold the image of this dear one and the thought of them needing you. And as an exercise of compassion, just begin to extend a word of kindness and care. Just letting them know that you're there for them, that you see them. You see their hurt, and you're there to help. For the next few moments, just allow for the mind to envision this conversation, extending that sense of kindness and compassion to this dear one. Come back to this moment and feel into the body, seeing if anything has shifted or changed in the giving of this compassion. If there's any release of tension or tightness, check in with the breath. See if that's shifted in any way. Check in with the thoughts. And then check in with your emotions. Just see if that feeling that was present for you before is still there. And now begin to bring to mind a neutral person in your life. A person whose face you may know but name you don't. And allow for yourself to begin to see their face, to take in their body, to see their hands, and begin to see their humanity. This person whose story you don't know, start to see their need for compassion, their need for kindness. And although you may not ever know their story, feel into that same sense of compassion that was extended to the dear one and begin to say those words to this person. That you see their pain, you feel their hurt, and that while you may not know what they're going through, you're there. Give yourself permission to hold space with a sense of compassion and kindness for this person. And now begin to return back to the present moment. Once again, just checking in with the body, with the breath, with the mind, with the feelings, and seeing what has shifted now. Recognizing your ability to extend compassion and kindness. And then holding on to that same sense of compassion, start to bring to mind a person with whom you've had conflict. A person who the mere thought or mention of their name may allow the body to tense, to create a tension or tightness within. And if it feels right and safe to do so, begin to see their face, to see their body, to recognize their hands. And within them, begin to see their humanity. That regardless of what they have done, they still exist as a human, desiring and requiring compassion and kindness. And while it may not be your job to give that to them, if it feels safe to do so, begin to hold that space of compassion for this person, letting them know that you see them, You feel their pain. And while you may not know what they're going through, you're there to offer an extension of compassion and kindness. Take the next few moments to just be in a place of giving to this person. And now begin to draw yourself back to this present moment right here, feeling into the body, the breath, the mind, the feelings. Noting if there's anything that's shifted. And begin to envision all of the people within your life, your intimate circle, family and friends, your coworkers, the people who live in your city, your state, your country, the world. Begin to recognize the humanity in each soul alive. Each one of us desiring kindness and compassion. Each of us having needs. And begin to tap into that well of kindness and compassion and just start to extend that outward. Letting the world know that you see their pain. And while you may not know what any of them are going through, you can hold a space for them. To be there to extend kindness and compassion in their time of need. And just feel that going outward, extending around the earth to each person. And then draw that awareness back to the here and now. Checking in with the body, the breath, the mind, the feelings. And seeing what this extension of kindness, this ability to cultivate kindness from within, to be there for all of these people in your life, those who you are intimately connected with and those who you will never know, that within you lives a sense of kindness. Hold on tightly to that kindness and begin to feel that going inward. Begin to recognize yourself and to see your humanity. To take a moment to remove any of the judgment that may exist. To remove the need for you to be anyone or anything but what you are in this moment right here. If it's helpful, you can bring a hand to the heart or find some sort of comfort by physical touch of the body. And as you connect to the kindness that exists within you, begin to remind yourself that you see the pain. Remind yourself that whatever you're going through, you're there. That you're not going to abandon yourself. you will continue to show up. Continue to find that space of compassion and love and extend it inward just as you can to those people in your life. For the next few moments, just let that wash over you. And then from here, return to the heart. Having this be a physical representation of where that kindness and compassion reside. Remembering that you can always come back here. And that regardless of how others show up in life, no matter how cruel others may be, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what is happening within you or how many words you can say to yourself that are unkind, within you there exists a well of compassion and care and kindness. Continue to return back to that space. Continue to create a world where kindness can be present. Recognizing that you are capable of giving, not only to your intimate circle, but to those who you may barely know, to those who have hurt you, to the world around you, and to yourself. Hold on to that as we come back to this present moment. Feeling into the body once more, giving yourself permission to release anything that might be still holding on. Giving yourself permission to let the breath get deeper, to drop the thoughts, to drop the feelings, to be present to kindness and compassion. And then start to become aware of the space that you're in right now. Start to become aware of what's below you, aware of what's above you, aware of what is on either side of you, in front of you, behind you. This openness of space, let yourself press in to that space with each breath. Breathing in and allowing for the body to expand into the openness of space and taking with it that well of kindness and compassion. With each breath, allow for that to emanate, moving away from you, going out into the world. And then coming back and recognizing there's still more. There is no end to the amount of compassion and kindness that exists within you. And when it feels safe and right to do so, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Take in the space and enter back, connected and calm. As you move forward this week, I want you to continue to return back to that well of kindness and compassion that exists, using the heart as that physical representation of that well. And remember that you can show up for many, and you can also show up for yourself. That just because the world may feel unkind doesn't mean that you have to be. So we'll end with a deep breath in, breathing in and breathing out, and let it all settle. Go take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. And also, just a reminder that I'm a huge proponent of taking charge of your mental health, and that means seeking advice from professional therapists, counselors, psychologists, physicians, and other qualified professionals. My teachings are meant to help you find a space of calm amidst the storm, but if you're experiencing ongoing mental health challenges, I want you to make sure that you seek help from a licensed professional. And remember that nothing that's said should be seen as a substitute for their advice.